Oh, I like to use this example to kind of, again, set the tone of what's happening with emerging threats in this space. So the Wright brothers, 1903 is when they took their first flight. And 66 years later, by 1969, we were on the moon. You think the technologies that they had at that time versus what we have now with exponential growth, what we'll be able to see here pretty quickly. And just driving that example home, here is the exponential growth chart. And if anybody's familiar with Moore's law, showing about the trajectory of how technologies advance over time, if you think, or you can imagine that AI essentially gives you 100,000 PhDs working on the exact same problem at one time, and what they can do with that and what they can learn and what they can build, we are about to see absolutely massive, massive growth. And again, back to that attack surface, are we ready? What are we going to do with that exponential growth? So, and then you're starting to see organizations and CEOs come out and really wanting to adopt AI quickly, even at the expense of security. So this is a note from the Shopify CEO basically saying, hey, security teams, lawyers, get out of our way and figure out how to make our requests a yes, because we are going to adopt these technologies. Otherwise, the company will be at an existential risk. And so that conversation is, for one, fascinating, but also it's understandable because, you don't want to find yourself lagging behind the competition, but then you also want to make sure that you're maintaining compliance, you're maintaining security. But how do you do that in this space? No, my formatting screwed up. But basically, cybersecurity experts are tired. And if you think about how they have to manage both their mission of keeping systems secure, keeping the people secure, and dealing with the human element, but then also getting the pressures of, we want to test these tools, we need to move faster, we need to do these things. It is it's a real challenge, and it's really hard for cybersecurity experts to keep up. So we talked earlier in the panel discussion about, these are new threats, but many of them are not completely new. They are just getting harder based on speed and scale of AI. But I wanted to point out some of the threats that we're seeing and how they are exponentially increasing because of new AI tools. So the first one is AI-powered social engineering and deepfake attacks. So you're seeing phishing campaigns that are now hyper personalized because they know you and they can personalize things at a massive scale. There's also issues regarding voice cloning and deepfake technology. And, we're streaming this, and somebody can take a little snippet of what I say and now can create a deepfake of me pretty easily. So there are conversations around that, if you have a digital version of you at all whatsoever, make sure you have passwords in place so your family, doesn't get scammed. And these are real conversations that everyone should be having if they are online quite a bit, if they have a digital avatar. But I think at any point, we are all at risk of this. And then, AI can bypass traditional spam filters and human detection, and just the scale of social engineering attacks. It's getting more and more challenging as a cybersecurity expert.